My name is Ethan Luchin. I'm a junior in materials science and engineering, and I am from Kokomo, Indiana. Like the other students here today, I am very busy as an engineering student, but I'm also active outside of the classroom. In Purdue Varsity Glee Club, I serve as the Serve Advancement, a student-elected position where I work to promote professionalism, career development, and help connect with alumni and supporters of Purdue musical organizations and the university. I also serve as the social chair for the Purdue University chapter of Materials Advantage, and I have helped to organize networking events where students can connect with each other, industry professionals, and their peers from other universities. In my free time, I enjoy spending time outdoors and camping around the U.S. Camping allows me to appreciate nature and the natural beauty of the world that, as a Boilermaker, I am determined to positively impact. I am excited to introduce Dr. Jon Hilden, who is being honored as an outstanding materials engineer. With 25 publications in peer-reviewed journals, several conference presentations, and a patent, Dr. Hilden is a go-to expert in the field of tableting, power handling, and pharmaceutical processing. In his position as Director of Engineering, Synthetic Molecule Design and Development at Eli Lilly and Company, Dr. Hilden is responsible for two significant advances: designing and forming the small-scale prototyping lab for creating prototypes of solid tablets for over 350 batches of tablets. Dr. Hilden has also been critical in bringing data science to the characterization of pharmaceutical materials, creating a data management system, CRAVE, which has been in use for over 11 years at Eli Lilly. Used by over 350 researchers in the company, his system has allowed researchers within the company to move from unstructured lab notebook formats to fully searchable databases with custom visualization. In recognition of his significant contributions in the production and characterization of materials for pharmaceutical applications, the School of Materials Engineering is proud to name Jon Hilden as one of Purdue's outstanding materials engineers.
Hi, I'm Jon Hilden, and I'm honored today to be receiving the Outstanding Material Science Engineering Award from Purdue University. I want to thank Kevin Trumbull, who was my advisor and helped me get through the program, and probably most surprisingly helped me learn how to write and present ideas clearly. I also want to thank Una Salvadori of San Jose State University. One day as a senior, Una pulled me aside and said, "Jon, I think you should go to graduate school. I think you should get a PhD, and I think you should pay somebody to do that, to send you there." And my jaw just hit the floor. I had never thought, I only had a vague recollection of what graduate school even meant, and I had never even thought about getting a PhD for myself. And when he told me that, it changed my life. I wouldn't have ever pursued that path without him. So thank you to Guna Salvadori. I want to express how honored I am by this award because of the caliber of people that are associated with the program. If I look at people that have come out of the program or are affiliated with it now, there's people like Mike McCauley, who got his materials engineering degree and then became an astronaut and later became CEO of United Space Alliance, a company of over 8,000 people at one point that was responsible for launching space shuttles. I also think about Mary Lee Gamboni, who is the head of materials engineering at Rolls-Royce today. And despite a very demanding job, she finds time on the weekends to participate in things like the STEAM conference for middle-aged schoolgirls to help them get a head start in science and engineering and generate that interest. And of course, if you look at David Barr, our department head, and what he's done for the program, it's been outstanding. He's tripled our research expenditures in the last 10 years. If I look at the number of graduate students in 2001, when I graduated, there were maybe 10 or 20 graduate students, and today there's well over 150. It's a tremendous program. It's grown incredibly, and it's one of the best and brightest in the United States, in my opinion. Most importantly, the quality of the education that the school delivers is fantastic. I think about my own career progression as I went to graduate school working on turbine engines and then found myself making medicines in the pharmaceutical industry. And the tools that I picked up along the way have been completely transferable and irreplaceable. I think about an opportunity that I had in industry to create a brand new lab where we focused on the use of materials, intensive materials properties to scale down the development cycle. And not only did that result in savings of tens of millions of dollars per year, but it also sped getting medicines to patients. And there's a very memorable experience I had where our project manager at one point pulled the team into the room and said that we had a patient that would be on study through Christmas with their kids. On study in the pharmaceutical world means they're still around. Just a wonderful experience. I'll leave you with one other great example of the value of science and engineering. I'll ask that you Google patient JL, before and after insulin, and have a look at that picture. A lot of people don't realize that in the early 1920s, juvenile diabetes was a death sentence, and the only treatment was starvation, and starvation only delayed the inevitable. And if you see that picture of patient JL before and after Eli Lilly and Company delivered insulin to him, it's worth the visit. And I hope you find that as inspirational as I do. I believe all great advances in the human condition have come through science and engineering. And I feel like that's what we do here in the MSE program at Purdue. And so I'm extremely proud to be a part of this committee and very honored to get this award. So thank you, and boiler up.